If you think Romania is just about vampires lurking in dark castles, just waiting to pounce on unsuspecting tourists, think again. Welcome to WatchZilla. Today we are going to explore a country that offers something for every type of traveler, Romania. Transylvanian vampires loom large, of course, but Romania is so much more than Bram Stoker's Count Dracula and his Brukenthal place. It's bursting with culture, history, and castles. Romania thus have its share of medieval castles, but it also has pretty alpine scenery that offers skiing in winter and hiking in summer. The people are friendly, the mountains are fresh, and you might even see a bear on your travels. It's got quaint villages and painted awesome churches. Just as awesome are the millions of birds that can be found in the Danube Delta where the river empties into the Black Sea. Number 13. Sighisoara Historic Center. The beautiful historic center of Sighisoara is also known as Sighisoara Citadel. Saxon settlers built it in the 12th century. The tourist comes here to see the well-preserved walled old town. This place is a breathtaking sight with its charming old town, beautiful colored houses, and clock tower. The entire look of the place looks amazing. It comprises some exceptionally beautiful cobbled streets, historic buildings, churches, and also a picturesque small square at the heart of the city. In 1999, UNESCO designated this place as a World Heritage Site for its 850-year-old presence in the history and culture of Transylvanian Saxons. It is the birthplace of Vlad III the Impaler, and on this day every year, Sighisoara hosts a medieval festival where people celebrate it with local art, rock music, and plays. The city exhibits medieval period architecture and cultural heritage. With its narrow winding streets and exclusive buildings, this historic center of Sighisoara is likely to be one of the best places to visit in Romania without fail. Number 12. Salina Turda. If you feel like you're working in a salt mine at home, then you should feel comfortable at Salina Turda. It is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Romania, and upon entering it isn't hard to see why. Located in Siugi County, Salina Turda has been called one of the coolest underground places in the world. The salt mine, which dates as far back as the 17th century, was used for everything from a cheese storage center to a bomb shelter in World War II, after excavations stopped in 1932. It's thought that salt was first extracted here during the Middle Ages from 1075 to the early 20th century. However, one of the most interesting facts about this place. It's estimated that salt from the Turda salt mine could cover the salt required for the entire planet for the next 60 years. After opening to the public in 1992, Salina Turda now attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors every year for a very unique reason. It has been transformed into an incredible sci-fi theme park. When you visit, you'll head down about 120 meters before reaching the submerged wonderland. Once inside, you'll find an amphitheater, a bowling alley, an underground lake with rowboats, and even a Ferris wheel. Due to its unique geographical setting, beautiful salt formations, and clean, purified air, it's no wonder so many people love this site. When it comes to hidden beautiful places in Romania, Salina Turda is right at the top of the list. Number 11. Sighisoara. Also located in Transylvania, Sighisoara is one of the best places to visit in Romania due to its beautiful preserved walled town. This beautiful city is a picturesque place for many visitors. With a population of 28,102 as stated in the 2011 census record, Sighisoara is a historical town. During the 12th century, German craftsmen and merchants, the Transylvanian Saxons, were invited here by the King of Hungary to settle and defend the frontier. They established a thriving trading town here and the citadel visitors see today. It was later extended and enlarged in the 14th century. The tourists find it a perfect destination to plan a well-managed trip into the renowned town. With the presence of a UNESCO World Heritage Site, namely Walled Old Town, it has become a famed city in Romania. The town holds administration powers for 7 villages which include Voilar, Angofa, Old Licu, Saramiclia, Venci, Hetyer, and Rora. The cultural town has become a great tourist attraction place of its towers, churches, civil architecture, and legendary natives. The church on the hill remains a magnificent architectural style built in the city and reflects the Gothic site most beautifully. Some other famous churches include the Leprosy Church, St. Joseph Roman Catholic Church, Monastery Church, and the Orthodox Cathedral of Sighi-Soara. Every July a medieval festival takes place in the old citadel. The landmark of the city is the Clock Tower, a 64-meter-high tower built in 1556. Number 10. Timisoara. As the largest city in western Romania, visiting Timisoara is a must. The charm of this city, which is located on the northern bank of the Bega River, lies in its distinct architectural character and vibrant cultural life. In 2016, Timisoara was picked for the title of the European Culture Capital for the upcoming period of 2021. Most visitors find the locals calling it Little Vienna, which makes sense if you've seen the glistening city in Austria. When exploring the beauty of Timisoara, Victory Square pops up as a first place. At night, the view of the Victory Square is worth watching. Timisoara is home to some of the best musical and theatrical performances in Romania, as well as art galleries, museums, and a buzzing nightlife. The tourist attractions present in the city include Union Square, St. George Cathedral, Millennium Church, Fabric New Synagogue, and so on. Number 9. Transfăgăraș Highway. The ultimate sightseeing and driving experience in Romania is a road trip on the Transfăgăraș Highway. 3 hours drive from Bucharest or 1 hour and 30 minutes from Sibiu or Brasov. This 150 kilometers scenic road across Făgăraș Mountains was built during communist years for military purposes, using approximately 6,000 tons of dynamite and much effort. It's one of the main tourist places to visit in Romania, thanks to an episode of the popular BBC show Top Gear, when Jeremy Clarkson named it the best driving road in the world. Driving enthusiasts will adore the many twists and turns of this incredible drive, even if someone else is driving. And everyone will enjoy the jaw-dropping sights of the Făgăraș Mountains, the wildest and tallest in Romania. The road ends at the glacial Balea Lake, reaching 2,200 meters altitude, and offers breathtaking views of Transylvania's plains in the far distance, in contrast with the nearby peaks over 2,500 meters altitude. This is also the starting point for many hiking routes into the Făgăraș Mountains, so it tends to get very crowded. Keep in mind the road is open for driving only from July 1 to October 30. Outside this period, it can be visited only by coming from Sibiu or Brasov and taking a cable car over it, if weather permits, to the glacial Lake Balea. Number 8. Palace of the Parliament. In a country where medieval buildings abound, there's nothing medieval about the Palace of Parliament in the capital Bucharest. It is a thoroughly modern complex that is considered the largest administrative building in the world. It took 20,000 workers, working around the clock, 13 years to build it. It is an architectural wonder involving 700 architects and design specialists. This imposing building currently houses the Romanian Senate and the Romanian Chamber of Deputies, and it is also the headquarters of the Southeast European Cooperation Initiative. This building is also known as the People's House. The palace is a popular tourist attraction with foreigners, but not so much with the locals, since it was built by Romania's hated leader, Nicolae Ceausescu. Nicolae Ceausescu attempted to redesign Bucharest by constructing a series of impressive buildings, which are meant to prove to the world how wealthy, successful, and powerful was the Socialist Republic of Romania. Number 7. Mary Cemetery. One of the more unusual things to do in Romania is to visit a cemetery with a happy and funny view of death. The Mary Cemetery is like an open-air museum in the village of Sapanta, Maramureș region. Unlike the usual Sommer and Grey cemeteries, the Mary Cemetery is filled with colorful painted wood panels where the story of the deceased is told humorously, with life lessons that will make you think. Started in the 1960s, the Mary Cemetery is a unique tourist attraction in Romania and Europe for its unorthodox approach, despite being located in one of the most religious regions of Romania. For context, on Sundays, people in Maramureș wear their best folk costumes and go to their UNESCO wooden churches. There's an interesting reason this happy cemetery exists. And if you visit with a guide, a native of Maramureș, they'll tell you what that is and also take you to the local artisan who makes these crosses. Though the cemetery is an interesting place for tourists to visit in Romania, don't forget that, well, you're in a cemetery, so be respectful of the dead. Number 6. Painted Monasteries of Bukovina. The painted monasteries are located in the northeast area and are truly one-of-a-kind sights in Romania. In medieval times, the monasteries of Bukovina remain greatly popular among tourists. In Romania, the monasteries of Bukovina are one of the picturesque places for tourists to explore. They deserve to be seen, pretty unique, and certainly worthy of being a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The eye-catching paintings made by the local painters on the walls of it make it come under the list of famous monuments in Romania. The exterior walls are adorned with 15th and 16th century paint which features magnificent prophets and saints sketches. These painted walls reveal the life of Jesus with their drawings. Another focus laid by these painted walls is on the angels, demons, hell, and heaven paintings. The only thing to be kept in mind is that you should be dressed modestly while exploring this place. Number 5. Bucharest. Bucharest, probably the most underrated city in Europe, is the city of contrasts. Green, large French-style boulevards run through many areas of the city. Next to them, there are likely to be small picturesque streets squeezed by ugly communist blocks. Beautiful green neighborhoods with 19th and 20th century villas built in different styles coexist next to the slums of poor minorities. Bucharest is a lively city with an old town full of restaurants and bars. Parks such as the lovely Sismaju Gardens can be a wonderful retreat during the scorching summer days. Bucharest is a place of culture, with a great many theaters and jazz bars. It is a city full of history, unspoiled and happily, still free of mass tourism. Number 4. Sibiu. The city of Sibiu dates back to the 12th century and is nicknamed the City of Eyes due to the roofs here which look like they have multiple eyes. There looks to be a clear division in Sibiu, and that is down to the Saxon history of the city. The Saxons made a division between the lower town and the upper town based on the citizens' class. The upper town would be for more affluent citizens and the elite, while the lower town would be for merchants and peasants. Connecting the two is a labyrinth of stairways, passages, and alleys. Some of the most popular attractions in Sibiu include the Astra Museum of Traditional Folk Civilization, the Sibiu Lutheran Cathedral, and the Catholica Basilica. Simply wandering around this magical city is a must. Allow yourself to get lost in its picturesque streets and narrow alleyways. Number 3. Danube Delta. Okay, every country has castles, churches, and old towns. But how many countries with a delta do you know of? Another amazing place to see in Romania is the UNESCO Natural Reserve Danube Delta. This was the first UNESCO World Heritage Site from Romania added in 1990. The delta formed where the Danube River meets the Black Sea and is the size of a whole county in Romania. It's the second largest in Europe and has the third largest biodiversity in the world, exceeded only by the Great Barrier Reef in Australia and the Galapagos Archipelago in Ecuador. The Danube Delta is considered one of the largest and best preserved deltas worldwide. In addition to its picturesque canals, numerous lakes, and soft marshes, the Romanian delta is home to over 3,450 animal species, which includes over 300 species of birds, 1,700 plants, many small animals, and numerous fish. So, the Danube Delta is one of the best places to visit in Romania if you're into wild natural sceneries, have an interest in birdwatching, and enjoy boat trips through scenic river canals. And the sunsets in the delta offer breathtaking, unique sceneries, pure magic. This combo makes it a perfect destination for tourists looking for an alternative way to discover Mother Nature, wildlife or landscape photographers, and, of course, conservation enthusiasts. If you want to visit the Romanian Delta, then hiring a local tour guide to take you on boat rides is a must, because the region is impossible to navigate on your own without local knowledge and a boat. There's no public transport in the Delta, and few locals speak English. So, if you want to experience the best of the Delta and do birdwatching, you'll need a knowledgeable guide with specialized boats that don't scare them away. You'll visit the Delta the right way while protecting nature and giving back to the community. The Delta is a 4-hour drive from Bucharest, and you'll need 2 to 3 full days to see something because of its complicated logistics. The best time to visit the Delta is between April to October to see this beautiful natural oasis at its finest. Oh, and the Danube Delta is also known for its unique fish-based cuisine. Locals from fishermen villages will welcome you in their homes and cook delicious fish stews and dishes you won't find anywhere else in Romania. Ledia Forest is another must-see unique attraction in the Romania Delta. Trees grow from the sand, covered by water where wild horses freely roam the lands. So, the Danube Delta is one of Romania's most famous natural tourist attractions. Number 2. Bran Castle. Bran Castle is often associated with Dracula as his home, though there's no indication that author Bram Stoker even knew of this medieval castle. However, he depicts the scenes in his book so well that you would never realize. The castle, a Romanian landmark, has a fairy tale quality, peeking out from a forested hillside near Brasov in Transylvania. The surrounding villages believe in the existence of evil spirits, ghosts, or strigoi, and until half a century ago thought these individuals were living among them. A strigoi is someone that leads a normal life in the day until their souls leave their bodies at night and they come out to hunt their prey. With roots dating to the 13th century, this medieval castle today is a museum showcasing art and furniture collected by Queen Maria. Along with her exhibitions and her husband King Ferdinand's room, the castle also has exhibits about Romanian vampire lore, Vlad the Impaler, and Bram Stoker. It also is home to an open-air museum featuring Romanian peasant buildings from around the country. Bran Castle is one of the most popular Romanian tourist attractions and is a must-visit. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 1. Pele's Castle. Few castles in the world can match the beauty of Pele's Castle. And this is said not by us, but by many other worldwide newspapers and travel websites. Pele's Castle, built at the command of the first Romanian king, was the first truly modern castle in Europe. Construction started in 1873 and was finished only in 1914. The overwhelming interiors, boasting several styles from Moorish to German Neo-Renaissance, house fine collections of paintings, ceramics, sculptures, and weapons. But the wood carving is the main asset of the castle, probably matched only by the beauty of the Carpathian Mountains, which surround the castle like in a perfect postcard. Built in Sinaia, one of the most famous mountain resorts in Romania, Pele's Castle is one of the major tourist attractions in the country. It is a must since it is located just 120 kilometers north of Bucharest. Therefore, a day tour from Bucharest, like this one, would be perfect for a short vacation. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchZilla and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.